go to the library, some library, and check it out. What was this based on? Show you what a liar the white man is. When I say liar, you have white people who are scientists.
This is what I'm listening to.
In their own circle. And they never let you, they never let the masses know anything about this truth that they keep in the circle. They got something else that
I listen to my
and put out for the masses to believe. But they themselves keep knowledge in a circle. So
I listen to my books, my Audible books. I am listening to important things, intelligent things. I am expanding my horizons. I'm getting smart. I'm changing my mindset. This past year, I have learned a lot because everything I do is in a learning mode. I've learned a lot about people. I've learned a lot about America. I'm learning the truth because I'm realizing that everything we have been taught in school was gaslighted, was in those books for a purpose, and that is to make us docile and ignorant. Besides for the, the material things that you need to in order to do your job right, like math and English and algebra and all that stuff. But as far as learning history and the stuff they learn, the stuff that our children is learning in school is not really helping them. So I'm going to do everything possible not to use the name Trump or his acolytes. I'm going to study the supporters of his, the ones that voted for him, to make sure I would try not to, because they're everywhere. So, they could be your doctors, they could be your teachers, they could be your student, so you don't know. But sometimes you do know because they can't help themselves. And most likely, if they are a young white man, 98% chance of being a Trump supporter. Because from what I've learned is they are the ones that got him over the finish line. Yeah. And I'm definitely going to be worried of the black MAGAs. But I know that this is a means to an end. Okay? Because in order for change to come, war has to come. And we know that. And if you study history, that is what make changes come. Some good, some bad. We've learned to be able to attend to emergencies better. The medical field got better because of people having to help the wounded in war. They had to come up with better devices and better medical procedures due to war. And whenever I'm talking from now on, instead of saying the name Trump, I will be saying America, because his election has definitely put on display what America is. A criminal, racist entity. That's what America is. And ones that do not engage in that, we have to be more creative and more united. Yes. I do say good do prevail, but it takes time. I'm learning a lot that the South really didn't lose. And I'm learning about a lot about Lincoln, how they've been putting Lincoln on this pedestal, and he really wasn't into really freeing the slaves. The Civil War was not really because of slavery, it was because of economics. When the South um, um, separated or left the Union, it really, the North seeing that the economics was really going to hurt them bad. They didn't teach us that how bad the North was really feeling their secession from the Union, and that they were scared that the British was going to join forces with the South to uh, fight and really overcome. And I'm reading this book. And it is really telling that it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. Okay, it's not on here. That and if we knew the truth, we would have a better mindset than we have now. Uh, yeah. And we're really not reading what we should be reading. We should have a balance of what we read, and we definitely need to stop listening to corporate news, because you have these different places around the world that is influencing the news. And also these offshoot YouTubers, influencers, and all this. That's why you had all this confusion. See, I never got on the TikTok thing. But you have a lot of black men on that TikTok. Yeah. And young and old, and it has really changed our genetic and mindset. And it was so crazy. You know, one channel was saying, oh, he's up. One channel saying he's down. One channel she's up. One channel she's down. How, it's really confusing. And I would not want to go through that again. No. I didn't got too old to get involved with that anymore. Because this is like the 12th election cycle I've been through. And I would not want to go through that again. And we have to start getting smart. We have to start telling each other the truth as much as we can. Get off corporate news. Mute your microphone when you're talking. Be aware of who you're talking to. And we have to stop giving out our information and our phone numbers. And we definitely have to stop answering phone calls from people we don't know. And we definitely have to start keeping an eye on our money. Because you know who's going to get the worst end of this? The ones that America thinks is unworthy of even being alive. It's a book I read called Population Control. You need to read it. And it's this one book. It's called Bloodthirsty Bitches and Pious Pimps of Power.
This particular book, it pointed out that some archaeologists were delving in the ruins of the ancient city of Troy. And it's the practice of archaeologists, to dig. So in digging down into the ruins of Troy, they dug deeper than they intended to. And they ran into the ruins of another city that had been there so much longer ahead of this city of Troy that it had gone down beneath the sands of time. And they had built this city of Troy on top of it. And when these archaeologists were delving in the ruins of the ancient city, they learned that there was one that was there more ancient than that one. So they started frantically digging down in that one and dug below it into another one. And before they got through digging, they had dug down and they had discovered that civilization in that area had been there so far back into history that at different times in history, the civilization had been destroyed, had become completely covered up with sand and dirt until another people came along and didn't even know it was there and built another civilization on top of that. This happened 4 different times to give you somewhat of an idea of what the white man knows concerning the length of time man has been on this earth. And still that white man will jump up in your face and try and make you believe that first man was made 6,000 years ago named Adam.
Yeah. And you realize that school started with the church. So they've been teaching that story for a very long time about man started from a white Adam and Eve, and that God is white. And also, I have realized now that I am not, I'm not of the weak, aka Democrats, and I'm not of the extremists, aka the Republicans. And as far as independence, I'm not that either. So I'm going to have to go back to what I've been for the first 50 years of my life. None of it. Okay. And I believed when I heard that story that it's just an illusion because they're going to put who they want in office when they want it. Or and when I found out that really my vote really don't mean nothing because it depends on Philadelphia, Michigan, Nevada, and Illinois and stuff like that. Some places I don't even live. So what the hell I'm voting for? And then they try to say, well, the state elections are the most important. Crap. Okay. They're gonna put who they want to put anyway because whoever got the most money and for us people that don't have that much money to give, we need to just shut the hell up, pretty much. And so I have realized that the Democrats are the weak, and America is the extremists. Okay, they can say whatever they want to say, and you better like it. They are the ones that can slap you in the face and make you like it. Because what the extremists did and said, and then you have the weak that's over there. Oh, well, we did our best. Oh, we're gonna get through this, and we made a good fight, and just keep on going. You mean to tell me after America called you garbage, you gonna suck up and say thank you? Okay, I'm out. I'm out. And we're going to have to realize how to navigate between them, the weak and the extremists. What are we going to do to make our lives better and our community better? Because, like I always said, it doesn't matter what side you're on, they both have the same agenda in your business and trying to assimilate you and make you into their servant because they have you this saying that they're supposed to serve you. No, we're serving them. We're giving them money to control us. We are paying their salary to tell us what the hell to do and how to live and who to marry and who to say that we care about. Give me a break. Boy, if this don't open our eyes, we are doomed forever until maybe the, you know, 50th century. Um, you know, and we really definitely need to stay off the internet and stay away from these YouTube influencers because yeah, they give us all this information. Yes, they telling us all these extremists and all this stuff they doing. And it don't make a bit of difference. Not one bit of difference. It's all entertainment. It's all conforming to the mythical world that they want us to live in. And it's all brainwashing because there's a lot of people out there that is easily brainwashed, easy manipulated. They will have you buy stuff that don't even work. And just like this text message that they said is going around to black people, which I'm sure it comes to some white people because you ain't that precise to know who's black and who's white. And um and to, you know what I get from that? They is telling us black folks, y'all stupid. Y'all supported a racist black people. Y'all is stupid as hell. In your face. That's exactly what that's exactly what they saying. And see, white people have a tendency to know how to put words together so it can mean this way, it can mean that way. You can take it this way, you can take it that way. A lot of people trying to say that it's a racist comment that is to divide us. We already divided. You can't divide us no more than what we already are. It's really just a text laughing in our face for being so stupid. Y'all stupid. Y'all hired a criminal that couldn't even work in McDonald's. Y'all hired a racist just to get a few dollars in your pocket that they're gonna take back at the end of the week. Okay. That's what I got from it. And see, they know that the pacifier in our mouth is working well. Because as long as we're able to buy some Gucci, Prada, Michael Kors, we happy. We are happy. Okay, that's why we stop demanding reparations. That's why we stop demanding respect. And the only time you see us getting frustrated and wanting to protest and riot is when a white man kills one of us. We don't do that when a black person kills another black person. For instance, we riot like hell when they killed Martin Luther King Jr. or George Floyd. Where was the riot when they killed Malcolm X? Where was the riot when they killed those two 13-year-olds that was just standing outside their door? Wasn't a riot. Okay. And then you have these people always carrying around these signs on their earrings or on their shirt, Black Lives Matter. Where is the Black Lives Matter that they just killed, that man just killed his girlfriend? And then you have all these bad people talking about, oh, we are nonviolent. But yet we are burying our young people every day from violence. They're trying to make us feel like everything is according to white people, what they do, what they say. No, it's not. Our life is not surrounded. And then you have all these 1,200 channels on TV. How many black channels? None. Well, BET, I don't even call that black no more. That's an illusion. Because you look at the black shows, what they do. making our young black folks stupider than ever. That's what they do. These black movies, making our young black people celebrate criminality and a lifestyle that is immoral, demented, anything for money. And we try to act like we're not monitored, we're not being studied, we're not easily manipulated because we have been studied and we let them study us. And we let them continue to use our culture and our words against us. Like we used to say, woke. Now it's a crime to be woke. It's time to get our minds back. Well, yes, it is, because we did have a mind. We did know who we were. We did live for the future. We knew our history. We need to get away from this darn corporate religion. Now, if your religion depends on you giving these preachers money, buying these relics, not being who you are, because a lot of these religions, you can't be black no more. You can only be what the religion is, especially Jehovah's Witnesses. You start talking about black stuff, they will kick you out because you might mess around and find out how racist they was when they first started. Even though it's a religion that claimed to be the only religion, true religion, yet when they first started, blacks weren't allowed to have any powerful positions, weren't allowed to go in certain areas, weren't allowed to have their face on the magazine. It wasn't even any what they call 144,000. So and another thing that I realized about me is I didn't look at it as weight. You know, when these politics is out there trying to solicit you to get them money and out there protesting for them and trying to get other people, just like your neighborhood preacher, get out there and support them and just send ties to them. I'm not no wig. You know what? I'm going to be a winner regardless if you lose or not. You is the loser, not me. Because whether you in office, because we look at it really as not what it's supposed to be. As whoever's in office, they supposed to be there to govern and to be the voice for everyone, but that's not the truth. But then they give you that gas-like speech. So why do we have these two entities, main ones, the weak and the extremists? Why do we have them two? Because really they are whole. They are a circle. And we are in the middle. because either one who's occupying the Oval Office is still going to be in our business, and the world is still going to be wicked. But it all depends on how they treat really globally people, how they treat other people. Because we all know the whole world is wicked because of the United States. All these governments and all these places, the way they treat people, they really implemented how America is or was. And I'm learning a lot about democracy. How most Americans really is tired of democracy. They really is. These young ones, especially the Caucasian European ones, they have been indoctrinated into really hating all non-whites and the Jews. Like, I'm like, what? Why do they hate the Jews so much? We don't never really get a full answer for that. And the wars that's going on, America is right in the middle of it, sending them money, helping them out. And do we get any benefit from it? No. So my main objective right now is to just stop ingesting corporate news, because remember, it's going to be another election cycle. We're going to have to get out of this mythical world. And we're going to have to realize that we are in a unique time. That all these things are infused together. The Dark Ages, the Middle Ages, and we are being judged and led by the weak and the extremists. Thank you for listening. And I'm telling you, you'll feel better, because I feel better that I don't hear about America, but maybe once or twice out the day. And that's because whenever you turn on your phone, it's some notification. But you feel better. And when you feel better, you live better.